The movie industry is wildly lopsided, where a small 1% of the people that actually make the movies seem to be the ones that make the money. There is a whole slew of invisible artists that kind of get nothing. Editors, DPs, art directors, costume designers, most of those see nothing on the back end. That's something that I have a passion of potentially changing. There's this idea that is arising where a studio doesn't necessarily have to be one based on lining pockets, but could be a model that leans more towards one of generosity. I want to build a model based on generosity. I'd love to turn the studio system on its head, give something back to all those below-the-line creators, all those below-the-line artists that are crafting some incredible stories and making them what they are, what we enjoy, the people actually crafting stuff. I'd love to give back to that. To achieve that goal, I'm building a movie studio. It's early stages, but I'm building a movie studio that is different. One that gives back to the artists. A buddy of mine and I have created an idea of a production pie. It's typically those top people get that percentage, that slice of the pie. Those that are baking it don't get to eat it. I want to let the bakers take a portion of that pie that they're baking. So we're all baking it. Let's all eat it. I want to make this movie studio one that gives back to the artists. So if you are working in a production, you are working on a production, you as a PA, as an art director, an editor, whatever it is, you're putting effort in to make that piece of art complete. You get a back end point. That is the goal. But beyond that, I also want fans to participate. I want fans to have a say in what gets made. So this studio isn't just a, hey, artists get back, but it's a fan-owned studio. The past 20 plus years or so, I've been working in below the line as editor, set production, sometimes doing my own indie projects, and I see so much of millions of dollars get spent on projects. I'm taking what I've learned in the past 20 years, the processes that I've built. I'm currently trying to put a lot of this stuff through the ringer. I'm running multiple channels and trying to produce multiple films in a year on with a small crew, small team, mostly just me. But I got a few channels that I'm pushing content out to, that I'm working this system and workflow to see how it can be streamlined to create great art at a lower cost so that revenue comes in and can be split to fan owners, artists involved, and be a much more sustainable, less greedy element style storytelling. That's why I want to do it, and how I want to do it is using this process of streamlining a production workflow. Been working on some software to try and break that in. I got budgeting software I'm working on that's a lot better than a spreadsheet, and I'm working on post workflows to make this all possible. I've written a few of these for different companies and streamlined the process. I have my own. To help you out, I'm going to make that available. Just sign up for the newsletter, link in the description. That's going to get you on the list of updates on when this movie studio thing is gonna happen, but you also will get my DaVinci Resolve post-production Bible that I put together, all of the stuff from file management to prepping files for editing, how to keep things streamlined. Put this together for a documentary that I'm working on that's got hundreds of hours of footage, and we have to keep it streamlined, lots of archival. This is a workflow that scales, and scales big, and it can also work on a small scale too. You'll keep track of all your stuff, just drop your email in the newsletter, stay up to date on how you can be part of this studio, what's happening with the studio, and then some tools that will get you working faster and more efficiently. So I'm going to make these updates weekly as best as I can, weather permitting, so that you can see where we're at. But right now, I've got to get back to finishing a trailer for Casting Rivers, my other channel, doing a documentary on fly fishing. And yeah, so that with client stuff, all of those things. Now, back to work.